Syed Syed, last name is Hussan, Hussan.
Hussan. Is it like this?
Yes, it is.
And what's your organization's name?
I'm with the Toronto Extinguish, the Torch Committee.
Toronto Extinguish.
The Torch Committee.
The Torch Committee. You're a bit of an unpopular guy tonight.
I think I'm a bit of a popular guy.
Really?
Yes.
What's going on here? Why are you doing this?
Popular as Tiger Woods.
Yes.
Yes.
I just hope you have a better taste than
What we saw was over 200 people take to the streets of Toronto, and we came out and we said we oppose the Olympics for what it is. It is an attack on poor people.
You're going too fast, buddy.
Okay, I'm
take
sorry.
to the streets
Don't worry, I got it all.
Do you think the Olympics is responsible for global warming?
Okay, wait, take to the streets of Toronto.
One person at a time, but
Sorry,
thank you.
taking to the streets of Toronto
to block the torch, because the Olympics are representative of attacks on poor people, of attacks on migrants, and attacks on the environment. And it is all those things that we oppose.
Attacks on poor people,
migrants, and the environment, and indigenous people.
Why is it an attack on any of those groups?
Absolutely. So when the Sea to Sky Highway was built in the Whistler Mountains for the Olympics, we saw over 17 species of plant and animal wildlife simply disappear. When the Olympics started to happen, we saw the people of Sitathmik and Sequaping nations being pushed off their lands. We saw indigenous people in the downtown east side suddenly lose their homes at the cost of gentrification. What we're seeing is temporary workers coming into Canada, slaving in this industry and leaving. These are very commonly known facts. And the fact that this is happening during a recession, this is happening when Canada is right now in Copenhagen refusing to cut its emissions, we see that this is just one big corporate greenwash.
What about the fact that the city is really excited about seeing the torch come down Yonge Street? Are you worried about the huge backlash of just your message getting lost and the irritation of people not getting a chance to see the torch?
I think that the people are very smart, that they know what they need. What they need are good jobs. What they need is an environment that they can live in, where they can be sure that their children will be born into and grow and live freely. That's what people need. We don't need this false hope, right? Nobody's against sports. What we're against is attacks in our communities. Right now we're seeing massive budget cuts in Ontario. We're seeing a federal government that's just like doing massive cuts, but they put $1 billion in just the security bill for these Olympics.
What's
that
your
doesn't
name
make
and
sense.
What organization are you with?
1 second.
Sorry, I missed so nobody's against sports.
Yeah, what we're against is the attacks on poor people, on indigenous people, and the environment.
Okay, and about how many people there were? 250, did you say?
I would say about that many, yes.
Okay, and were you able to, so you stopped it about here, or where did the...
Well, it had to reroute itself about 3 or 4 times. We met on the corner of College and University. We went up College. We met it, and it was supposed to come on a streetcar in College, and it had to turn. Then we cut across.
Sorry, let's go through here. So you met it at College and University.
Well, we gathered at College and University.
Yes.
We were supposed to be in a streetcar going on College, and
supposed to be on a streetcar going on College.
Going on College. We were supposed to turn up Edward Street, which it didn't. And then they tried to divert it, and everywhere they diverted, we're able to come in its way and stop it.
Are you still? It's being rerouted right now. Is that right? Have you given up trying to reroute it, or?
I think our intention was to stop it so that people knew what was happening. Now, right now, we want people to go home. Like, why was the Toronto Torch late? And then they should look us up, and then we'll, the Olympics Resistance Network's website, the No 2010 website, has a lot of resources for people to find out what they.